Good afternoon from Northwest Arkansas. I've mentioned before we've had some herd changes. We've had goats for a year and a half now, and we started out with some small mixed breeds just to figure out what goats need and what they like, and just to learn how to raise goats, and also to get a feel for exactly what we need and want for our homestead. We've done that, and so now that we know what we expect and want, we have gone to a dairy herd. So the little goats are gone. Baby Ruth, Candy Cane, and Bella, they've all been moved out, and now we have a dairy herd. So let me introduce you to the herd. Here, getting her ear scratched, is Uni. As you all know, we named the goats after Candy, and her name is Uni. She came to us. Her name was already Uni. We didn't want to change it, so we just added to it. So she's Uni. And she is, I think she's 4 years old, and I believe this is her third freshening. She is in milk, and she's given about a half a gallon a day. We only milk once a day right now. Next spring we hope to go over into twice a day, but for now once a day. And Uni's given us about a half a gallon a day. And then up here, who just nosed in, is Jellybean. She is a registered pureblood Saanen. Uni's also purebred Saanen. And then Jellybean here, she is registered. We're not particularly fond or care one way or the other if they're registered or not for our purposes, but she was offered to me in exchange for some pedigreed rabbits. So, and she's also in milk. She is 3 years old, and she's given, they tried drying her up. She hadn't been milked for like 6 days before we brought her home. Well, I've started milking her, and she's not giving a whole lot. I'm only getting, about a quart a day off of her. But that's okay. We'll get her bred and get her freshened, and next year we'll see what she can produce. And her registration papers, her name was already Jellybean, so we didn't have to change her name. And then, let's see, who else do we have? Here we go, we have Addie. And Addie's just a crossbreed. We traded some pigs for this girl and her daughter, which we sold her daughter. She was a year old in August, so she was pretty young, and this is her first freshening. And we're getting about a quart of milk off of her. She's still rather young, but we're hoping to get her bred, and then next year hopefully she'll produce a little more milk. And then that's 3 does, my Saanen does. Oh, and the new buck, this is Payday, and he's a young fella. I believe he was a February kid, so he's like 6, 7 months old now. And he could have been registered if I wanted to pay the extra price for the paper. But like I said, we don't care if they're registered or not for our purposes. But to get milk, we do need to breed our does. And so he's going to be our stud that will provide us with some milk. Yeah. Yep. And then we also have, where's Snickers? And Snickers is a little standoffish. She's the newest goat, and she's a registered Toggenburg. And like I said, she's kind of new. She is milk stanchion trained. She's been milked previously. She's dry now. She just, when she's out and about, she's standoffish. She doesn't come up to me for lovin's like the other goats do. But we have had her on the stanchion, and we've given her a haircut, and we've trimmed her hooves. She's a very gentle goat. She is, other than the buck, the baby buck. She is the smallest goat here, and I think that's why she stands off, is she's afraid of being pushed around by these 200-pound girls. She's quite a bit smaller. She is full-size goat though. She probably runs 100, 125, maybe 150 pounds. I doubt it. She's probably closer to 125 pounds. And so these big girls like to push her around, but she is very friendly and she is milk stanchion trained. And I believe that's all the girls. We've got the 3 Sonnens, 2 full blood and 1 Sonnen cross. Abby, I don't know if I mentioned, she's a 50% Sonnen. Here's Abby. She's a big baby, y'all. She's a big baby. She's a 50% Sonnen, quarter Kiko, and a quarter La Mancha. I hear, or I understand, that her mama was a good milk producer, so we expect that she will be too after she matures. She's still young and she's still got some growing to do. Anyway, guys, that is the new herd. Thank you for watching, and until we speak again, God bless. What are you girls doing over there? Uni? Jellybean? What y'all doing? You getting ready to make you a bed, lay down? Here was a little surprise. One of my hens disappeared a few weeks ago, and I thought something got him. But she appeared, I guess 3 days ago now. She has been under the porch and has hatched out 17 baby chicks. Well, I didn't know she could cover up 17 eggs, but sure enough, there she is. These baby chicks will be crossbred chicks. These hens here are the ones that run with the barred rock Rocky. So they'll all be Rocky sired, and then the hens are all mixed between Buff Orpington, White Orpington, Brahmas, and a couple of old mixed breed hens. But that was our little surprise.